Hello everyone, I'm RiverFox and welcome back to another Fortnite video. If you are new around here, then thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to click that like down below and hit that subscribe before you go. And if you turn on the notification bell, then you'll always get updated of all my new content when it comes out. If you do buy anything from the item shop, either in Battle Royale or Save the World, then please consider using my creator code in the item shop, because it will help me out a great deal. But let's get right into today's video. So today's video then is going to be all about how to get some good weapons in Fortnite Save the World. So there are a couple of different ways that you can get some good weapons. If I just briefly go into my schematics, now of course I've been playing for quite some time and I have managed to sort of rack up quite a few decent weapons here, some that I have bought from Llamas and some that I've got from a collection book and things like that, which we will go through all of the different ways for you now that that you can get some good weapons in Fortnite Save the World. Okay, now the first way that you can get some weapons for Fortnite Save the World is by following your quest line. Now, in my case, now I'm in Twine Peaks at the moment, so I've just gone into a Twine Peaks map here. Now, for this this mission, if I complete this mission, then I will receive a copper breacher, which in all intensive purposes is a standard sort of blue AR, which is, you know, it's a decent weapon, but of course for Twine Peaks it's not the greatest. It won't really do you very well in Twine Peaks, but for places like Stonewood and Plankerton, a normal blue copper breacher will be more than sufficient for, you know, for starting out. Now I've come in now onto a Plankerton mission here as well, and on this one we've got a copper charger, which is a shotgun, so you can get that weapon from just completing this retrieve the data mission. So that will get you some good starter weapons. They won't be any fantastic, but they will be some good starter weapons to start you off on your journey in Fortnite Save the World. Now you can also get some good weapons from Llamas, both the upgrade Llamas and the legendary Troll Stash Llamas as well. You can get some decent weapons from these. So just for instance, looking at this legendary Troll Stash Llama, if I go into here now, I can get a room sweeper in a legendary, and I can also get a nailer in the legendary as well, and I can get a rare Kodiak and also an epic Vindatech repeater. So you can get 4 weapons there in that one llama. So the llamas can be pretty good for getting some good weapons from. Now, whenever you do have any of the special events, like at the moment we have the sci-fi llamas, it is always a good idea to get these llamas, because you will get some good loot and weapons from these. So I've got a few tickets here, so we're just going to quickly buy one of the sci-fi llamas, and I'll show you what weapons we do get from this. Skip past all these greens, but of course you can get some wall launchers in there. We've even got a copper hand cannon and a copper, what was that, nightclub? No, a copper Highlander in there, and of course we got an epic hero as well. But you can get some good loot. The hand cannon is you know, it's a decent sort of starter weapon, so you can get some from the llamas as well. You can sometimes even get them from in the item shop, like we've got the copper triple tap, which is a sniper rifle. That's not too bad, and you've got your elegant scythe there as well, and that's it in that one. And you've got your copper clacks, in there as well. And if you can get it, I do recommend getting the Copper Plasmatron 9000, which if you didn't see my video on yesterday, actually, if you didn't see my video on that, I did do a little review, so do check that one out. That's a fun weapon to use. Now, while we are still on this items tab in the item shop, when you do have weapons, good weapons, then you do need to level them up, and in the process of leveling up any weapons and traps and even heroes, then you will need pure drops of rain, which you can purchase from the item shop. When you're able to do your reperks on your weapons, then you'll definitely need reperk, and also your actual perk ups, which you can also get from the item shop. Now you can get your rare perk ups and your uncommon in the item shop, but your epic and legendary perks sadly don't seem to come out in the item shop anymore. You do actually need to get them from missions, and they are more common when you're up in Twine Peaks, so they're very hard to get. But you definitely need to have your perk ups and your pure drops of rain and your reperk for changing your weapons. Now you can even use your transform schematics, which if you didn't see my recent video on how to use the transform schematics, then do check that out in the how to playlist as well. There is a video that will explain that in more detail, but you can get some decent weapons from using the transform keys as well. But the main way of being able to get decent weapons is from your collection book. Again, I have done a video on the collection book that is in the playlist, so do check that one out. But for weapons wise, if we go down here to our ranged weapons, for instance, now if I go on here onto assault rifles, now on the assault rifles here, you will notice you can basically unslot pretty much all of these items, all the way from the common assault rifle to the uncommon striker, the rare breacher, the epic equalizer, and then up into the legendary siege breaker. And you can actually research these from the collection book, which means that you can purchase them out of the book itself. So if I just go on to this now, to purchase this from the collection book, then you will need to have 60 weapon designs and 100 legendary flux. As long as you've got that, then you can research that item, which means that you can then have that in your schematics and make as many of these weapons as you like. Now I'm going to just go back in briefly into my schematics, because I have got a siege breaker. Now this siege breaker actually started out as a common assault rifle. It was the first weapon that I ever actually got while I started playing Save the World, and it started out as a common assault rifle, and I increased the level of it, and then I increased it again into the rare, and then into the epic, and then I went up into legendary, and that's when I started changing all the perks. So you don't necessarily have to go straight in and buy the legendary variant. You can always use epic or even rare if you are in Steel Stonewood or Plankerton. They will be more than sufficient for you. If you do want to actually increase the rarity of them to go from epic to legendary, then if we go back in the item shop here, you will need to purchase, where are we? There we are, your legendary flux or even your epic flux, and you will need that in order to actually level up that item. Now, in regards to which weapons are the best, well, they are all totally a personal preference. But in my opinion, if you get the opportunity, I would definitely try and get the Siege Breaker out from the collection book. And for a shotgun, the Room Sweeper is a really good shotgun to use, which actually I have got one of these, but I haven't leveled it up myself yet, which I'll have to try and get doing pretty soon. But if you can get the Room Sweeper, that is a pretty decent shotgun for you. As for sniper rifles, I would definitely recommend either the Shredder or the Super Shredder if you can get that. They are a brilliant sniper rifles, which do actually work pretty good as shotguns as well. So you can use them either as a sniper rifle or as a shotgun, and they actually do use the shotgun ammo to run as well. So that's a pretty decent weapon, is the Shredder. As for explosive weapons, the rocket launcher is a very good one to use, and you can use that pretty decent in sort of Stonewood and Plankerton, or you can get the missile launcher, which is the epic variant. That one is of course more powerful again, and the best one then is the bazooka, which is the legendary variant. Now, if you are able to get any of the neon weapons, which is the pistols and shotguns and things like that, then these are amazing weapons to use. Now, I have got the Mercury LMG. I haven't tried that out yet, actually. I think I leveled it up to a 58, I think, and I never really got any further with that, so I will try and level that a bit more. The Noble Launcher is a fantastic explosive weapon, and highly recommend you try and get that one. The Neon Sniper Rifle is a brilliant sniper rifle, especially for defenders, so you can always try and get that from the collection book. Your Argonne Assault Rifle, that is another good rifle to have. The Krypton Pistol is okay. I never really got on with it, but then I'm not a pistol sort of person, so I never really upgraded that too much. But you can get that from the collection book. But the gun of all guns, in my personal opinion, is the Helium Shotgun. Now, I will be very soon doing a video for you on the Helium Shotgun review, and it is absolutely powerful. You can get so much damage with that. So you can actually get the Helium Shotgun from the collection book, and again it will cost you 60 weapon designs and 100 legendary flux to get that out, but that is highly recommended. Definitely get the Helium Shotgun. I don't really use the sort of axes and scythes, but another one that is really good is the Krypton Sword. I do have this as a 106 with, I think, epic perks on it, some legendary as well, I believe, and that is an awesome sword to use. So you can get that from the collection book as well. But that is pretty much the best ways to get your good weapons and your best weapons for Fortnite Save the World. Now, I will try and do another video shortly on how to sort of level up different weapons, whether you should go for like Shadow Shard or Obsidian, and how to do your perk ups and things. So I will try and do that for you very soon, but hopefully at least this will get you started on some good decent weapons. And the one thing I've always said is when you do get any weapon, before you go leveling it right up as high as you can using all your XP and your drops of rain and things, get a standard weapon, say a legendary level 20 weapon, and go into Stonewood with it, craft it on the lowest mats that you can, go into Stonewood and try them out. Don't level them straight up into the highest that you can get, because if you don't like it, then all you're going to be doing is recycling it and wasting a load of mass to in the process. So always try them out in Stonewood, and at least that way, if you don't like it, you're not really wasting any materials and an XP. So that is the best way to test them out. But I hope you did enjoy today's little video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like down below and hit that subscribe before you go. And if you do turn on that notification bell, then you'll always get updated of all my good new content when it comes out. But I hope you enjoyed, and as always, until next time, have a lovely day and stay safe.